Ingebrigtsen going here, fresh from that European record, the 19-year-old. Quentin Tison, France, a 24-year-old. There was a 3:38 performer at his best, 3:39 this year. But there is the man so many will be interested to watch. He was second in Monaco to Timothy Cheruiyot in a new European record 3 weeks ago, 3:28.68, lopping Mo Farah, ironically, who we're going to see in an hour and a half or so's time, in an hour's time, from the top of the European all-time rankings. And then he was second in Stockholm just last week in 3:30.74, again to Timothy Cheruiyot. By the way, young Jakob Ingebrigtsen, we believe this could well be his last race as a teenager. He lifted European titles in 2018 at the age of 17, astonishing talent. But he's 20 in a couple of weeks' time. Well, away they go, and the pace we're looking for here will be quick. It will be demanding, there's no doubt about that. We're looking for 150 to 151 at 800 meters. Maybe Ingebrigtsen fancying himself here without the presence of Timothy Cheruiyot to improve his European record. First pacemaker Munir Akbash of France. And he has gone off pretty hard. He's a 3:39 performer, the 38-year-old. Maybe a little bit too quick. And then Evans Kipchumba and Collins Kipruto will also help out with the pacemaking. You can see Jakob Ingebrigtsen there in 4th place. And those are pretty big gaps after 300 meters. They have gone through quickly there. The pacemaker perhaps a little bit too hasty through this first lap.
Well, they were asking for 55.30. I'll just see what it comes up at as they hit 400 meters. It is quick, it's too quick. And you remember, Tim, you were there in Monaco a few weeks ago when we had that ridiculously erratic pacemaking that night. It was a lot more settled in Stockholm a couple of weeks after that, and this is somewhere in between.
Yeah, and it's far from ideal for Jakob Ingebrigtsen because he's back there in 4th place. He's not isolated, but he's not exactly breathing down the neck of anybody, is he? And you can see the pacemakers out in front, pushing on with the gap between the lead pacemaker, Akbash, and Jakob Ingebrigtsen, probably about 10 or 12 meters. It's just too big to really be of any great assistance. Charlie de Valgrice of Great Britain also goes in this field, as does Jesus Gomez of Spain. He's broached new ground recently with 3:33 in Monaco a couple of weeks back, 3 weeks back. That was a strong run from him. But as the pacemaker drops out, they come round the top bend, and that 53.56 is not ideal for the likes of Jakob Ingebrigtsen, although he's beginning to close up now on that second pacemaker. I think that's Evans Kipchumba who steps aside, and Kipruto now in the lead.
151, bang on the money actually after 800 meters, and as you said, Timothy Cheruiyot not here as the rabbit really for Jakob Ingebrigtsen, so he has the field to himself really. He's head and shoulders above everybody else in the field. Jesus Gomez, who's having a fine season, but still some way off, and Jakob Ingebrigtsen in Monaco and Stockholm really had him for breakfast.
The only thing is that Ingebrigtsen had Cheruiyot to chase and battle against on the last lap of his last 2 races in Monaco and Stockholm. Here he's on his own, goes through the bell there in 2:34.5, there or thereabouts. He needs to run a sub 55.5 second lap here to break 3:30. He's perfectly capable of that. His talent is extraordinary. It puts into the shade the likes of the greats of years gone by, world record holders at age groups like Steve Cram and Steve Ovett, who was an astonishing young athlete from the age of 15 onwards. This young man has more talent coming out of every pore than most countries can pull together in total. He goes through with 200 meters to go, opening up a big gap there, but nobody to battle against, and that can be a crucial difference. Psychologically here, he really is only battling against himself. He hasn't got Timothy Cheruiyot or anybody else to chase. You can see the lights there he's chasing. That maybe is the 3:30 pace he's trying to get to, those green wave lights, which is a fabulous new addition to the technology of track and field athletics at the bigger meetings. But Ingebrigtsen comes home to a comfortable victory as expected, just outside 3:30, 3:30.70. Frankly, it was almost an exhibition run over the last couple of laps from the young Norwegian. He wins very comfortably indeed from Gomez. 3:30.7 to Gomez's 3:34.7. I don't think too often we've seen a 3:30 performance produced with a exactly 4-second winning margin.
Well, that's astonishing from Jakob Ingebrigtsen, almost to the 100th of a second, the identical time of Stockholm a few weeks ago. So that is terrific consistency, and of course before that